All right, what? Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Okay, let me try that one more time. What's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 26 stream here on Twitch. I'm next JGGen24, and happy opening day to everyone across America who's enjoying the opening day festivities. I was just watching the Mets game. I had to come up here and do a little streaming, but that's okay. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to continue on with what I started yesterday, which was the new Threads program. I For those on YouTube who didn't see my progress, I made it up to 65 program stars by doing all the moments, and there we go. That exactly what I thought would happen, which is Brennan Lau being supercharged because he not well. They say he's supercharged for hitting the first home run of the 2026 season, but I mean he's had two. So he should be getting two for hitting on opening day. Hitting two on opening day. But whatever. Not important. What is important is that we're 65 program stars because of the moments, and I completed one of the missions. I don't know which one it is. Trying to see here. Oh, is there no... Wow, there is no Justin Verlander in this? I am shocked. I'm shocked. I mean, they have Edwin Diaz, they have Dylan Cease, and they have Ranger Suarez, but they do not, and Devin Williams, but they do not have Justin Verlander. Interesting. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. Not a big deal. But what is a big deal is that we need to get this done. And so, let's see. I already have. Do I have Cease? Let me see if I have Cease. Hold on. I have Gosman, but not Cease. Too bad. That's all right. Right. How am I liking MLB The Show 26? I mean, I don't ever have a problem with MLB The Show in general. You know, I'm never bored with it. I enjoy playing it. Oh, by the way, before you guys, Jesus Christ, before you guys log on to MLB The Show, make sure you guys redeem the free 10-pack bundle, which will give you a 10 show packs, a bat skin that's specific to your console, and you get 4 equipment items as well. Oh, is that it? I guess so. Okay, whatever. Definitely need some cleats. I'll take a batting glove, and then drive fast, take chances. Okay, so yeah, that's the bat skin, Blue Dragon. That's for PlayStation. That's for PlayStation. I think it's a Green Dragon if you're on Xbox, and Red Dragon if you're on Nintendo Switch. But I'm not sure on that. So, but make sure you guys redeem this because this is free packs right here. You never know what you're gonna get. What's Munoz selling at? But no, only 10 packs. Oh God. So I'm just gonna open them up real quick. Just been watching the Mets. Yep, as have I. You know, I'll tell you what, I was not expecting them to bounce Paul Skeens before he even got through the first inning. That's definitely a shock to me. but I'll take it. Anytime you can get Paul Skeens out of there, it gives you a better chance of winning. So the less that you have to see Paul Skeens, the better. Oh, he gave up 4 runs now? He gave up 4? Because last time I checked, it was 3, so now it's 4. Great. Yeah, I mean, look, it's I as long as the Mets can hold on for the win, then I'm willing to excuse Peralta. Oh, look at that, we got a diamond. Kyle Tucker again. So my first duplicate diamond. What's up, Bubbles? How are you? Yeah, yeah. I really wish I would see more from Carson Bench and Bo Bichette, but they're holding on, and I guess I did. I watched up until the 4th inning, and then I came on stream. But now I need to get grinding here, and I need to remember what it is that I'm doing. So I don't have Dylan Cease, so he's out. I don't have Edwin Diaz. He's out. I don't believe I have Kazuma Okamoto. I think I do have Luis Arise, but right now I'm trying to work on Contreras and Casey. So I think I've got a pretty solid lineup there for now. You're so excited for the Dodgers releasing the banner? Really? I would have thought Dodgers fans would be bored of it. Like, oh yeah, another banner, woohoo. But I guess it never gets old when you win when you win the World Series a couple times. All right. And I'm gonna take Verlander out since I don't need him anymore. Put someone else in here. Who can we put in that would help me out in terms of the help me out in terms of the program? Would Valdez work? No, I don't recall seeing Valdez, so never mind. Yeah, maybe this is just one that I chalk up to just being an extra at bat or an extra arm. Okay, whatever. Let's go ahead. Let's do this. This is David Wright's jersey. This is from 2004, and you could tell because it marks the 40th anniversary of Shea Stadium. So, and Shea Stadium opened in 1964. So the 40th anniversary would make it 2004. So I just figured that you guys saw me last year with my Juan Soto jersey. I just figured you guys haven't seen me with my David Wright jersey. Mainly because I picked this up literally, what was it, last year? So,
Yep, that ball went out.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Cope. I didn't mean to ignore you. In terms of what I think of MLB The Show, I love the content in Diamond Dynasty. It's keeping me busy for sure. Although I feel like if there's too much content, then I can't really spend too much time on it before I have to move on. Like, I haven't even completed any of the pool programs for the World Baseball Classic. Not to mention, I've only gotten up, or I'm over halfway towards completing the multiplayer program, and there's a lot of World Baseball Classic programs in there. The only thing they should do was extend the event. Yeah, they used to have it as 2 weeks. Like they would give the event 2 weeks or more than a week. Now it's just a week. But they figure, hey, if everyone's gonna eventually grind it, um, they could go, they can grind for it whenever they have free time. I guess is their logic. I'm really not sure on that, but that would be my guess at least. So he gets on base for the first time in his MLB career. I'm glad that he's at least getting on base because he's had a pretty rough day already. He struck out twice. So, baby steps. Baby steps. Right. Maybe it's just opening day jitters. Maybe the adrenaline is getting them pumped up. Maybe they just need to take a breath, relax, and let the chips fall where they may. That's how the Mets were able to get Paul Skeens out. They didn't try to be aggressive. They just waited until they got their good their the wow. They just waited until they got a pitch that they liked, and then they attacked. And they have to continue that approach. I did, and I got a repeat um, diamond for my troubles. So, I mean, it's free stubs right there. You could always use free stubs at the beginning of the game, but still. The Pirates have been experimenting with him in the outfield, specifically center field. You're not wrong, but I mean, it's clear he's not very comfortable out there. I kind of think of it as like when the Marlins moved Jazz Chisholm Jr. from second to center field. I just felt like that was a little too unnatural for him. And maybe the same can be said about O'Neal Cruz. Well, they weren't errors. He made the mistakes, but they weren't errors. They were base hits. So, but that's something that the Pirates are just going to have to work on. I mean, Bo Bichette is playing third base for the Mets. Jorge Polanco is playing first for the Mets. and they've had way less time in center in their positions than O'Neal Cruz has had in center field. So, but yeah, it's been a great opening day, unless you're Paul Skeens or Freddy Peralta. You haven't really had great starts. You know, I think Peralta was just caught off guard by Brandon Lowe. That or Lowe just kind of used the advantage of a short right field for City Field to his advantage. Strike three, sit down. But that's something that Freddy Peralta is just going to have to get used to. I would have thought he would have been comfortable with a short right field fence, or not a short, but a closer right field fence playing in Milwaukee, but I guess not. It's all right. It's one game. At the end of the day, as long as the Mets hold on for the win, then all should be forgiven. Okay, good. I'm glad that Soto is not trying to do too much. He's just taking what the pitcher gives him and is taking advantage of that, you know? I think that's the biggest change that I'm seeing out of the Mets this year is that they don't seem like they're concerned about hitting the long ball, you know? They're more concerned with putting the ball in play, getting runners on base, and driving in those runners, which is good. That's a good mentality to have because when it's in October or November and it starts to get colder, I mean, you can't always rely on the long ball to get you out of situations. You need to be able to put runners on and drive them in. I don't think so either, but why would he go? Why would the Mets trade him? That doesn't make a lot of sense. And why would he think about going somewhere else when he's only in year two of his contract? Attaboy Arenado. Glad that I'm seeing a lot more production out of Arenado. He's one of the guys that I need for. Oh, you mean like Pete Alonso and Edwin Diaz? Well, they're on their new teams. I'm not saying that Soto can't eventually end up unhappy. He might. I don't know what he's thinking with the Mets. I'm not in his mind. But what I can say is I think it's a little too early for him to be even thinking about that. I mean, if the Mets were terrible, then I would totally understand. But then again, he wouldn't have signed with them if he thought they were a terrible team. I mean, he wants to win. That much is clear. I think what Paul Skeens found out today is that teams might be figuring out that if they're a little more patient on him and can force him to throw a lot of pitches, strike three, sit down, then he'll get tired and he'll start making mistakes. So that I think that's what happens when you have a pitcher who's so overpowering. It's like, yeah, it can work for a while, but eventually you might get figured out, and you're gonna have to you know adjust. And if you don't adjust, guess what? You're not gonna last long in the MLB. Well, that doesn't mean Otani is unhappy with the Dodgers. I think they're just trying to limit his pitch count because he just got back to pitching. Like, he needs to be given some time. You got to ease him back into it. I mean, all I could suggest for you is keep playing mini seasons. Strike three, sit down. Come on, Suarez. Come on. Strike three, sit down. I get it. I went days without pulling my first diamond, and then it ended up being a Yankee. I'm assuming that's the one from the multiplayer program, not one that you bought. Thought so. Yeah, exactly. Hoopin is right. And the great thing too is you don't even have to play 28 games. You could just play 7 like I'm doing with the mini seasons right now for new threads. I'm just playing these I'm just playing to get some XP. Strike 3, sit down. Woo, that was a long battle for Ranger Suarez. A lot longer than I would have liked. Okay, fair. But I'm just saying, if you want to get them quicker, because you get that 10-pack bundle at the end for the championship, then you should definitely consider playing just 7 games. And you're at home for most of them, or for all of them, really. Wow, 9-4? Holy cow. Gotta see what happened. Hold on, I'm gonna pause. Yeah, I see that. So Soto singled, then Polanco walked. Luis Robert Jr. reached on a infield singles. 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth with Brett Beatty up. What up, gamer? How are ya? Well, I think this is what David Stearns was hoping for when he built this team. He was looking for guys who are gonna, get on base, put the ball in play, and work long at bats. Raging at the event, trying to get this 40 parallel XP mission done. Why not just focus on Ranger Suarez and Devin Williams? Yeah, but I think you have to say that it's pretty impressive that they did it against Paul Skeens. And Kyle Tucker with the home run. So, just play one game with Suarez and Williams. Even if they don't win, just play one game and then quit the event and then do it again and keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Up, okay. Yeah, that's the end of the inning. But hey, Mets tack on 3. But I can't get distracted by what the Mets are doing. I need to focus here. Yes. Yes, I did. You could see in the text, it's drops enabled. I got the drops yesterday, or I got the notifications about the drops yesterday. Unless Ranger Suarez here blows it, got to keep pitching with him. Even if he doesn't get strikeouts, as long as he gets outs, that is what matters. Drops are always, oh wow, I always keep drops enabled, so they'll just pop up whenever Twitch decides they're gonna pop up. Guys, it's one game. You can't judge a team based on one game. Gotta give it time. Yeah, in which case it's already over for them. It's like that it's like that joke on Family Guy where they did against the Mets, where Stewie goes, Halloween is a bigger letdown than being a New York Mets fan, and it goes opening day and here's the first pitch and the season's over. Even with a supercharged Brandon Lowe, can't do anything with him. All right, keep going, Suarez. Uh-oh. Oh, man, he misjudged it. Were you able to say that with a straight face?
Nope, that's foul.
I don't believe you. So not only is the runner going to be safe at home, the runner's going to be safe at first. All because of that bad misplay by Arenado. I mean, the Rockies could get a couple wins here and there.
Nope, that's a ball.
But are we really expecting them to shock everyone? Strike three, sit down.
That's a ball. Hey!
Because I like playing at Citi Field. And also with how the game is already shaky enough as it is the without created stadiums being downloaded, I'm afraid to download it again, you know? Oh, look at that. We got Dylan Cease and Ryan Helsley. Good. That means that I can add them to my rotation and my so goodbye Nolan McLean. Hello Dylan Cease. And then goodbye who are we thinking? Cohen? Yeah, let's get rid of Cohen. And hello, Ryan Helsley. Oh, great. I'm assuming Peralta is out at this point. Is he out? He should be if he gave up 5 runs. Well, they have 2 outs, so yeah, they brought in Tobias Myers. So they must have. Yeah, so 5 2/3 innings. It looks like that was enough for the Mets. So there you go. I mean, look, Freddy Peralta, not a quality start, but he is still in line for the win. You know, that's all that he could really ask for. Oh, I should have checked to see who I finished what missions I got done because maybe I'm done with some of the missions and I can replace some of the guys now. Strike 3, sit down. You think there might be like a communication issue with the pitch com? Strike 3, sit down. Really? Because I like it. I mean, O'Neill Cruz could have gotten a walk in that one pitch if it wasn't challenged by, I think it was Francisco Alvarez, and instead it was called a strike 3. So I like ABS. It's just up to the catcher, the batter, and the pitcher to determine whether or not they want to use it. And they better be right, so it's on them. You're liking 89? But when it went through the strike zone, it was a strike, Hoopin. It clipped the strike zone, so therefore it's a strike. It doesn't matter where it was coming from.
Ball, that's
Where
out. Plate.
it crosses the plate is where it matters.
Ball, that's out.
So I like ABS. You know, at the end of the day, pitchers and catchers have to, and batters need to know when to use it. They don't want to use it, then the umpires have free range. If they want to use it, it's not a bad thing to get a second look. We have video replay. That's why we have it.
Ball, that's in.
What do you mean being called weak?
No, that's a foul ball.
What up, Bray? How are ya?
Hey.
Nice, good for him. Oh my gosh, first career hit is a home run. He now becomes the second Met in the lineup to have his first career hit as a home run. The other one being Brett Beatty.
Out.
Wow, good for him. I can't wait to see that highlight. I want to
Ball,
see
that's
it.
low.
What a moment for Carson Bench. Strike three, sit down. Carson Bench, good enough to be on the major league roster in his rookie year. He was good enough to be called up at the end of spring training or allowed to stay on the roster, and he was good enough to be drafted in the first round by the Mets, I think in 2024. So, but you gotta give him a chance. Tigers on in 25 minutes. Yeah, we're talking about the Mets game right now. Carson Bench just hit a home run um, for his first career hit and first career home run. So good for him. They certainly are. But it is one game. However, the fact that they were able to force Paul Skeens out after just 2/3 of an inning, I think really says a lot. It's quite impressive. Why would he get booed? Yep, Francisco Alvarez. So back-to-back home runs. I tell you what, I did not have Carson Bench hitting the first home run for the Mets on I did not have that on my bingo card. I thought it would be Juan Soto. Strike three, sit down. And quite frankly, I don't care who it's off of. Anytime you go deep in an MLB game, it's pretty impressive. Strike three, sit down. Miz, who you talking about? Oh, gamer, no. Why is that on him? Why would anyone boo him for that? He's not going to get booed by Tigers fans.
That's inside.
Yeah, it's whatever. The U.S. didn't even win the World Baseball Classic, so. Okay. Well, the Mets are winning right now, and Peralta is in line for the win, so. Good luck with Chet Williams and Brendan Sproat. That's all I could say. Honestly, I hope the trade works out for both teams. It's not about one team winning over the other. It's about two teams looking at what they okay, well, you gotta let's calm down here. Calm down here, cheater. It is what it is at this point. You guys have Sproat and Williams. We have Peralta and Myers. It doesn't really count. It doesn't count that the Mets forced Paul Skeens out after 2/3 of an inning. I'd say that's pretty impressive because from when I went to the game again between the Brewers and Pirates last year, okay, the Brewers didn't force Paul Skeens out after 2/3 of an inning. And that was when the Brewers were at their best. Just saying. Oh, so the Phillies are going to go on to the World Series. They're going to beat the Brewers. They're going to beat the Dodgers. Might as well just let them win the World Series. Sorry, but that's not what 162 games are played for. So, and yet they couldn't stop the Dodgers, and neither could the Brewers. Oh, so then the Brewers are bad. The Dodgers are good, but the Brewers are bad. Last time I checked, this is a new Mets team. So what happened last year is kind of irrelevant because this is a different squad. And yet, the new Mets forced Paul Skeens out after 2/3 of an inning.
That's a ball.
The way I see it, Cheater is. He's talking about that the Mets shouldn't even be playing. They might as well just forfeit the season. But then, by my estimation, so should the Brewers. In fact, nobody but the Dodgers should. By Cheater's assessment, nobody but the Dodgers should be playing the season. I'm just going off of your I'm just going off of your logic, Cheater. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, I agree. Skeens is good. He probably just had a terrible game. Everyone's entitled to have one bad game every now and then. I mean, Peralta didn't have that great of a game either, giving up 3 home runs. Oh, finally, Brandon Lowe wants to hit a home run for me. But it will, because all those runners were on base when Beatty hit that triple. So that ERA is gonna be counted because he let those runners on base. That was not O'Neill Cruz's fault. That was his fault for letting those runs score, but that's also on Paul Skeens to not let anything get beyond O'Neill Cruz. Oh, you mean like how the Brewers got lucky? Because Cheater wants to come in here and talk smack. That's all he wants to do. Brewers have nothing against the Mets, and neither do the Mets have anything against the Brewers. It makes no sense, but they just want to talk, talk, talk.
I'm out. That hopped over.
Oh, wow, the regular season! Please give them a participation trophy. And while I'm at it, let the Dodgers show their asses to the door on the way out of the NLCS. Good in the regular season, but not good enough in the postseason. And what matters is the postseason.
That's outside. Aye.
Cheater, if you have kids already, you're in high school. You're the one coming in here talking smack. You want to come in here and talk smack? Fine, back it up.
Nope.
Where's your World Series title? Where's the Brewers World Series title?
Nope. Outside.
No, I think he's calling you his kids. You Hoopin and you Bray. And yet the Mets have two more World Series than the Brewers do. In fact, I think they even have. I've seen the Mets more recently in the World Series than I've seen the Brewers. Strike three, sit down. You talk about playoffs, but I'm just wondering, where's the Brewers World Series ring? Because I can name two for the Mets, and I can name, let's see, 69, 73, 86, 2000, 2015, five times that the Mets have appeared in the World Series.
Inside, ball one. Ball inside. Out. Hey.
Are you talking about the Phillies or are you talking about the Blue Jays? Well, at least the Tigers were in the World Series more recently. 2000, what was it? 2006 and 2013 or 2014? No, 20. I think it was definitely one of the Giant years. Yeah, 2012. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Bray. It was 2012. So that's more recently than the Brewers. Hey, at least you got there. My Mets were beaten 4-1 by the Kansas City Royals at home in the 2015 World Series, but at least they got there. Hoopin Dodger or Gamer here is a Blue Jays fan, so nice. Look at this. New Threads pack, a Premier World Baseball Classic pack, Blue Jays Live Series pack. So got a lot here. Best of 5 games. So whoa. No, I know you weren't. Hold on, I just want to. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, okay, fine. You know what? Skip it. I'll just play the game. Oh, look at this energy by Dylan Cease. I may go with him again. Why not, you know? Look, I'm sorry I got riled up by Cheater, you know. At the end of the day, I'm glad that baseball is back. It's a fun time. We can all agree on that as baseball fans. But nobody needs to come in here and like say, "Oh, we won the trade. Peralta sucks. You know, Myers sucks. Blah blah blah." Like, calm down. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I wouldn't say I got mad. I just got really passionate. Like, oh, Cheater wants to come in here and talk smack. Okay, let's talk smack. How many World Series do the Brewers have? How many World Series have they been to? That's all. That's all. It's not me being mad. It's me being passionate about my Mets and not letting anyone, talk smack about them without me laying down some facts, which is that the Brewers haven't won a World Series. They've only been to one World Series, and I want to, and I also should have reminded Cheater of what happened in the 2024 NL wildcard game. That's what I should have done. But I'm not worried about it. It's not me being mad. It's just me standing up for my team. I think we all do that as fans. We stand up for our teams. So I'm not gonna let someone come in here and just start smack talking my Mets. Ah, right, a ground out. And it's top of the eighth, 11-5 New York. No. All right. Y'all said you wanted to talk about something positive. So, what do we got for positivity? Excuse me. You're saving your packs? Why are you saving your packs? You should be opening them. You never know if there's a diamond in there. Oh, okay. Well, maybe after you're done playing mini seasons. I want to check on my progress with the new threads program, but I think I'm gonna wait till after I get through the mini seasons.
Ball one.
Okay, fair. That's probably what I'm gonna do. And then maybe I'll resume the mini seasons if I need some help
Foul. That ball's foul.
in the um in the program. I know I'm already at Dylan Cease, so I shouldn't be too far away from uh I shouldn't be too far away from Pete Alonso. Strike three, sit down.
Ball. That's inside.
Strike three, sit down. I wouldn't bring him in unless the Pirates came back. I Let me see. Hold on. Because why would you bring in Williams if it's not a safe situation? You might as well just stick with Myers or whoever else you brought in. If you want to give some experience, maybe give it to Luis Garcia or Brooks Raley. Get them back into the swing of things. Although you don't want to lose your. Although you do have an off day tomorrow. The off day is tomorrow, so the so the Mets are going to be able to rest and recover. Little R&R. But I don't think we're going to see Devin Williams for not in a non-safe situation.
Yeah. No, that's low.
Strike three, sit down. Get these strikeouts, Helsley. Uh,
You're out. Hey, two.
Strike three, sit down. Well, at least that's a couple of strikeouts for Ryan Helsley. There we go. So the program is done. We have Pete Alonso. Well, that didn't take too long. And I also got Jeremy Burnitz, too. Nice. There you go. Wait, can I add? Hopefully I can add. Oh, good. I can add Pete Alonso. Good. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Ooh, food poisoning. Oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Actually, I can make a few changes now that I don't need to worry about the new threads and I really don't have anyone else for it. I mean, I feel like I can just go ahead and start focusing more on, you know, doing, trying to build a better lineup. So I'm trying to debate should I do Soriano or should I do Bazana? Let's do Bazana because I need some stuff with, um, because I need some stuff with the Guardians. For shortstop, we could do Eli Willits. We could keep Arenado there. Don't need Brandon Nimmo anymore, so we'll just go with Schwarber. And center field, let's do Seiya Suzuki. Maybe right field. Yeah, we'll keep Tucker in there. Might as well. uh, not gonna lie, I think I'm coming down with something. I mean, I hope I feel better by the by the weekend by the time the weekend is over, but we'll see. Let's see. Um, I say we keep pitching with Suarez and Cease. Might as well. Not to mention, I still need the parallel XP with the new threads, guys. If I could just open up that new threads pack, I might be able to get a new one as well, or another one. Somebody just got a double or something. Oh, Bench stole. So wow, Carson Bench not only gets his first hit and home run, but he also gets his first stolen base. A lot of firsts for Carson Bench in this. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing a uh, a Tops Now card for him. Strike three, sit down. Up, that's the end of the eighth. So, all right. Oh, O'Hearn, Triolo, and Spencer Horowitz are up next. This would definitely be the time that I bring in Brooks Raley. Yes. Wait, Josh Lowe? Don't you mean Brendan Lowe? Or Lau? Excuse me. Brandon is the one who's on the Pirates. If that's what you're referring to. No, I understand. I would get them mixed up too. Yep, they're pitching in Luis Garcia. Or they threw in Luis Garcia, so I guess they really want to save Raley for when they're in a tighter situation. That's fine. Seeing David Ortiz and Derek Jeter play on the same team is just so weird. No, I don't think that's weird. I saw it on their hats. I saw it on their hats, so. But I don't think that's weird. They're hosting it this year. All right, we got a single. Looks like that or the batter walk, Spencer Horowitz. Ooh, Nolan Arenado with the home run. Why I kept them in. Oh, jeez. Well, that's not good. A 3-run homer here would put it in a safe situation. Maybe we will see Devin Williams. I mean, I'm kind of getting updates on my phone, so, but it's going to be delayed. For a second there, I was having a hard time seeing the runner on second on my ESPN app. No, it's fine. Speaking of Devin Williams, here he is trying to get the save for me. Strike 3, sit down. Foul ball. Yeah. Unless that's strike 3. Yeah, strike swinging, so he's down. Spencer Horwitz is down. All right, there we go. Luis Garcia with a strikeout. Probably what he needed. Woo, hot shot. I just want this game to be over with so I'm not constantly checking in and being distracted from the game. Strike 3, sit down. Not yet. I mean, they're leading 11-5 in the top of the ninth with one out, but the Pirates have runners on second and third. So, not done yet. Not dead yet. And that looks like a double, a RBI double. Nick Gonzalez with an RBI double. ESPN. Yeah, not good. 2 extra base hits is not good. In fact, they might be making a pitching change here.
The leadoff hitter this afternoon, the second baseman, number 64, Travis Bazana.
Nope, they're still going with Luis Garcia. All right, but this is probably it for Garcia. If he doesn't get these next 2 outs, he's done. Nice. Say,
Batting third, the first baseman, number 25, Pete Alonso.
that's gone.
Ball.
Pavetta pitch? Or are you saying like they're really working Pavetta?
Tied up.
Ah, yeah, the Mets did the same thing against Paul Skeens, and then he bounced out of the first inning. So, oh, there are two outs. Wait, what happened? Why are there two outs?
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Ah, because Davis flew out to left, so that's why there's a second out.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
2-run homer by Schwarber. Yeah, a lot of kids getting their first hits here. Bench, McConaughey. Bray, how do you say it? I'm sorry, I'm not as familiar with this with that guy with that name as I should be.
Ball one.
McConaughey? Is that how you say it? McConaughey? Strike two. Okay, thank you. I'm just not as familiar, so strikeout swinging, and that's the ball game.
Left field, number
So the
9.
Mets hold on. They get the win on opening day, 11-7. I'm seeing three outs here because Henry Davis flew out to left, and they got O'Neill Cruz striking out here. So that's coming up as three outs for me. Yeah, Andrew Painter. Oh, there's one other rookie. Who is that?
Yep, that ball went out.
Strike. Oh, Justin Craw. Oh, right, right. Okay, well, best of luck to him. Except against the Mets. I don't want him doing well against the Mets.
Oh
But
no.
there are plenty of opportunities for him to do well. So,
For the Brewers, the catcher, Rainiel Rodriguez.
an opening day win. Hallelujah.
Ball one.
And now I can relax tomorrow. And then Saturday and Sunday, the Mets are going to wrap up their series against the Pirates. I can't wait to see that home run by Carson Bench.
Ball.
Okay. What, Scooble's not allowed to give up hits? Hoopin, that ERA is going to go way down. Okay? Padres have guys on first and third. Oof. Eli Willits with the home run.
Ball. Now pitching. Jason Leto.
All right, well, Dylan Cease will get to pitch more innings.
Toward the railing. And the designated hitter
Although the minute he
is
gives up a run,
safe.
that's when I'm taking him out and putting in Helsley or yeah, Helsley. Could be Helsley. Strike three, sit down.
Ball, that's out.
You don't want to see your Dodgers in the World Series? That is strange. Wow.
Batting six. The right fielder. Number 19. Jose Bautista. Ah! That
You
ball's
definitely
foul.
blew me away with that hot take, Hoopin.
Aye.
Strike three, sit down.
Jeff Hoffman. Ball.
Nice, Brandon Lowe. Wow. I mean, I'm genuinely shocked. I never thought I would hear a fan of a team that has won back-to-back World Series say, "I don't want my team in the World Series." I'd be like, keep building that dynasty. You think any Giant fans were saying that they want to see the Dodgers in the World Series after they won three titles in or three World Series in 6 years?
Now pitching. Brendan Little.
Or how about when the Yankees won three consecutive or went to four consecutive World Series, winning three of them? I don't think there were many, if any, Yankee fans saying, I don't want my team to win a World Series anymore. I tell you what, Hoopin, you are shocking me. You are shocking me right now.
Nope. That's
But
inside.
you know what, Hoopin? You're like my mother. My mother is a Dodgers fan too, and she's like, man, it's time for somebody else to win. Time for somebody else to win.
You're out. Now batting for New Jersey. The catcher.
So I get the mentality. It's just as a fan, that shocks me because I don't think I would ever get tired of if the Mets ever build a dynasty. I don't think I would ever get tired of them winning a World Series. I'd be like, go for another, keep going, keep going. Win so many World Series that they're gonna have to paint the White House blue and orange.
Leading up for Liechtenstein, the third baseman, number 13, Junior Caminero.
Ball, that's outside.
Well, I'm sure that the Blue Jays would have appreciated fans like you last year, Dodger or Hoopin.
The catcher, Alejandro.
They'd be saying, "Yes, give us a World Series then. If you guys don't want to win it, we'll win it." Yeah, they could have and probably should have. All right, we're in the finals. Not that we get anything by um, being in the finals, other than more worlds or more show packs. Whoops. Yep, give me Ranger Suarez. It's his turn now. 0 for 5. He had 4 strikeouts. And yet, despite that, the Yankees still won, which means when Judge ends up on top of his game, that's going to be even more dangerous. I think it's just a general anti-Yankee attitude. I don't think there are a lot. There are a lot of fans of the Yankees, but there are just as many, if not more, fans that hate the Yankees. No, he is a decent person. They don't hate him as a person; they just hate him as a player.
That's in. Ball two.
You could separate the two. Well, I mean, the hate was that he was not performing during the World Baseball Classic, so that was justified. He wasn't playing well during the World Baseball Classic, so that criticism I feel like is deserved. No, but I mean, you're the captain, and when you don't do well, that puts a bigger spotlight on you. Because now the team is saying you're the leader, and when you don't perform, everyone gets you scrutinized, or everyone scrutinizes you. I mean, I'm wearing the jersey of the last captain for the Mets, and David Wright. It's just all about how you handle it. The New York media is really tough, and David Wright handled it with a lot of class, especially during one of the worst times in Mets history. And yet he handled it. He stayed true to the orange and blue.
Ball one.
Well, Kershaw would have been absolutely deserving of it. You know? Uh, oh, God. Well, I don't think Felix Hernandez won an MVP. I know Kershaw did. So, in that aspect, you definitely have an argument there. Felix is still one of the most dominating pitchers that I've seen in my lifetime. But so is Clayton Kershaw. Ah, dang it. Well, gotta keep pitching with Suarez. The win's not there. Or I want him getting the win. Sean Carlos Stanton, I think, was the only one to have a multi-hit game. So, don't sleep on Stanton.
Ball one.
Max Fried
No
pitched
pitch.
very well.
Ball two.
I'm surprised they didn't let him continue on, but I guess they wanted to limit his pitch count. Strike three, sit down. I don't know, but I would have let him keep going. But then again, this is a new era of baseball. No longer are complete game shutouts a thing, or if they are, they're relegated. They're celebrated as though they threw a no hitter. No, I understand, but if you're up by that much, I think you can push it a little bit. At the early signs of struggle, then yeah, I would absolutely take him out. but you got to be able to get innings out of your bullpen. Well, good for him.
Timeout. Ground rule double. Ball.
Ooh, I. If that were ABS system, they would have rung me up on that. Yep, we'll see how the Dodgers do against the D-backs.
That's ball three.
Yeah, that's always the big question whenever those big contracts come out, right? Same thing with Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor.
He's safe. That's a ball.
That's all right. All right, let's bring in Helsley. Let's try to get some more strikeouts with him. Well, that is not a strikeout, but it is an out, so I'll take it.
Aye.
Strike three, sit down.
That's a ball.
And that is not a strikeout either. All right, well, at least we got the one. Should have a fallen as a habit pack. There we go. I'm sorry I'm sniffling so much. I think I think I'm starting to get sick. So Ugh. No, it's just my brother got sick um, because he was in contact with my niece, and my niece got sick. So my brother spread his germs to me, and now I'm sick, or I'm gonna be sick. I'm not even at my worst yet. See, I always get sick whenever the weather turns from warm to cool. That's when I get sick. I usually never get sick when it's going from cold to warm. Yep. Oh, believe me, I got COVID from someone at work. That was the first time I got COVID.
Ball one.
But the worst part about it is I'm gonna end up being that guy because I'm going into work tonight. No, I mean like I just got sick. That's all. It was like a cold for me. COVID.
Ball, that's inside.
But I nearly spread it in I nearly spread it at work the second time I got it because I got it after attending a football game at Penn State University, and I decided to go into work despite being sick, and my manager actually had to send me home. He was like, "Jeff, you're sick. Go home." I think I only got the first booster. I don't think I got the second booster.
Safe.
You know what? Maybe I should send a text message to my manager and my the schedule lady. Just say, "Hey, I'm feeling like I'm coming down with something. I think I'll be okay for work for tonight and tomorrow night, but Saturday and Sunday night I might not be well, so you might want to get someone to replace me. You know, work on some contingency plans just in case I do have to call out sick." Well, thanks, Bubbles. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just a cold. It'll run its course. Better take some medicine too. Better take some like Dayquil. Because if I take Nyquil, it's gonna knock me out.
Ball. outside. Hey!
Strike three, sit down.
Hey!
Nice. Well, it's yeah. I'll send a text message to them. Uh, I'll send the text message to them after I'm done streaming. Oh God, come on, Bazana. You don't get sick until the summer starts? Oof. Oh, come on, Suzuki. Nice, Alonso. And Brandon Lowe with the home run. I think once I'm done with this mini seasons, I think I'm gonna head to the event. Dang, that's okay. Yamamoto could definitely finish this off.
Ball, that's off the plate. Ball one.
Oh gosh. Thank you. Gosh, I hope I am well enough to be able to like be in the next couple days, couple nights. All right. So there's that one. And now we just need one more win. Philly's bat skin. uh, get over his head. Over his head. Darn it.
Ball.
Strike three, sit down.
Aye.
Strike three, sit down.
Yeah.
Now pitching, K.
I really do want to try and get as much parallel XP as I can with Hal Newhouser because I need to get the Tigers team affinity done. So if I could get as much parallel XP with Newhouser as I can, then I could get Greenberg.
Ball one. That's a ball.
Ooh, that looks good. Go, go, go.
He's safe.
Uh,
Batting second, the right fielder.
Hey, that's why I don't let people trash talk the Mets. You know, at the end of the day, the Dodgers win when it matters most, and the Phillies haven't. They didn't do it in 2022. They didn't do it in 2023. They didn't do it in 2024. And they didn't do it last year. So, Philly fans talking and saying, oh, well, we're so good. Listen, it's game
Ball
one.
one.
Chill. Got a long season ahead of us. Long season.
Now pitching, Ryan Helsley.
Come on, 3 strikeouts, Helsley. And we get Luis Robert Jr.
Hey. Hey. Nope, that's a ball.
Strike 3, sit down.
That's a ball.
Gosh, it's tough getting strikeouts with Helsley.
Hey.
If he gets his second strikeout here, then I'm
That's a ball.
pitching with him in the third to get that final strikeout, and then I could bring in Williams.
Hey.
Strike 3, sit down. So Helsley is going to get that final strikeout.
Center. Now batting for the Wolves, the center fielder, Seiya Suzuki. The batter up next, designated hitter, Brandon Lowe.
Nice, Brandon Lau with the home run.
Tyler Lopez.
Ball.
Well, I guess Helsley was going to stay in the game no matter what anyway. Because with that 3-run homer by Brendan Lau, the uh, the save is out of the question for a new pitcher.
Ball one.
Strike three, sit down. There we go. They're the 3 strikeouts I needed.
Hey.
Strike three, sit down. Just in case I needed more. All right, so there we go. Mini seasons is over. Whew. Man, I tell you what, this cold is starting to get to me. There it is. Hank Greenberg, Luis Robert Jr., some Orioles stuff. So awesome. Oh, what happened there? Oh well. Okay. And some Tigers uniforms. Oh, guess I gotta select 2. All right. Get some Blue Jays. Get some Orioles. We'll open the premiere pack for World Baseball Classic. Nice. Clay Holmes, Helio Ramos, and Sam Antonacci. Well, either way, some good pickups right there, especially Clay Holmes. Add that to the Mets rotation. See who we got for this. Edward Cabrera. Okay, so another pitcher. Oh, wow, look at that. Holy cow, we got the chase pack. Wow. I did not expect that so early on. O'Neal Cruz. We'll definitely save that for last, the chase pack. But for now, let's get these show packs. Let's get these show packs on the road. Marcell Ozuna. Ellie De La Cruz. So the only new card was Eddie Rosario. free agent card. Drew Rasmussen. AJ Minter. Nobody new here, except for the Brewer. Easton McGee. Whew. Nice. All new packs. Griffin Canning. Uh, I really wish things had worked out for him with the Mets, but unfortunately he got hurt, especially at a time when he was doing well. Okay, keep it going. Yeah, we're bound to get some good luck here. New Philly, Austin Murr. Saw a silver there. Paul Goldschmidt, who I have a bunch of already. But a lot of new ones here, like Greg Allen, Jacob Young, Samuel Basalo. Nice. More new packs or more new cards. All right, let's see if we have any more luck in the ball in this habit pack. Riley Green, I'll take that. It is. Yohan Duran. Let's see, give me. Oh, it's a gold. It's Bo Bichette. Ah, crud. That stinks. It was a 1-2 shot of getting um, a diamond. All right, I think we'll go ahead and do this. Do this event and try to get Freddy Peralta. All right, so we got Cabrera. We have Dylan Cease. Where's Ranger Suarez? Should be in here. What the heck? And then they don't even have Ryan Helsley in here. See, this is why I like to put in my own lineups. All right, I think we're good. So hit OK. We'll go ahead and play a game at Dodger Stadium. This is for Freddy Peralta.
Ball. Yeah. Hey.
Come on, man. Strike three, sit down.
That's a ball.
Oh my gosh, cease.
Hey.
Ah,
That's
that's
ball
ball
four.
four.
Extra base.
Darn it. Oh boy. So if this guy already has Freddy Peralta, what's he doing in the event? Unless he wants to get more,
Inside ball.
the threads pack, the new threads packs.
That ball foul.
There we go. Nice, Gunner. And of course, Cody Bellinger is going to
Base.
get on base. Probably an error right there. If I had to score that, that was probably an error.
Foul ball.
Squared it up, but I was real late on it. Ah, there you go. That's a good diamond in the pole.
Aye.
See, told you it would eventually happen.
Ball in.
Let's go. Brendan Lowe with the RBI single. But unfortunately, Luis Robert Jr. is not gonna get on base. That's a shame. I could sell you Kyle Tucker. I've got a duplicate of him if you want Kyle Tucker.
Off the plate. Ball one. That's outside.
All right, so at least we got a lead.
Ball one.
Okay. Like I said, I have a duplicate of him if you want him. That curveball did not, or 12-6 curveball did not curve enough.
Ball, that's out. Ball, that's out.
What? I thought he went.
Ball one.
All right. Well, at least we'll get out of this down by 1 run. So at least there's that. Mm. Great. Already off to a great start with Munoz.
Foul ball. Nope. That's inside. Ball two. Three.
Strike 3, sit down. At least we'll get a strikeout there. What? Should have been strike three. But they decided that wasn't going to happen for some odd reason. Well, that's home field advantage for you. Let me guess. He's going to bring in a righty once Pete Alonso comes up. Oh, no. Still going to pitch with Mackenzie Gore. Wow. Okay.
Nope.
Go, Alonso. Go, 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 go. Well, I love how they have the final score up there. 7 to 11, 7 to 11. Chicken cheese steak sandwich with pickles on it. Pickles. Well, I was, but then didn't happen. Ooh, we got Sedane Rafaela from somewhere. Where did we get Sedane from? Oh, the multiplayer program. That's right. Right, because of the total bases. If I go over here, there you go. This will probably be my last game. Then I gotta start getting ready for work. Maybe I'll take a little nap before I go to work. Just try to feel better. All right. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Hoopin. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, that's fine. However long you could be in here, I still appreciate you being in here. I say it. I don't just say it at the end of my streams just to say it. I say it because I mean it. Strike 3, sit down.
Oh, that's inside.
Okay, no problem. Like I said, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Ah, man. Really wanted that strikeout.
That's a ball.
Oh, JJ Weatherholt had a home run in his MLB debut as well. So the young guys getting it done in their games today.
On the tag, you're out. Ball, that's up there. That's foul. That's a ball.
Mm. Dang. And that's going to be ground out. Robert, this isn't good. Great.
Nope, that's it.
Come on. Go for it. Of course.
Nope, outside.
Cabrera, are you going to locate these pitches anytime soon? Well, at least he got through the inning. Maybe a pep talk was all he needed. Oh, I came across. Oh, wow. He drove that into the bullpen? Oh, wow. For Carson Benj's home run, that is. Oh, I gotta listen to the Mets radio call.
Ball one. Ball.
All right. Well, I'll have to listen to that once I'm done here. Honestly, I'm surprised he didn't hit that a long way. That was a cutter right down the middle. Well, someone's going to have to win here. Nope. I don't know anyone in Jamesburg, New Jersey, so please leave a message.
Ball.
Nice, Bellinger. Maybe Alonso can hit a home run here. That'd be nice. Oh, there was a voicemail. Huh.
Ball, that's inside.
Boy, Alonso. Now we got Brandon Lau. No. All right. Great effort, Lau, but not to be. Oh no! I I thought that was a line out. So that was my screw up. And that's going to be a fly ball deep enough to score the run. Go on the run. Dang it. Good timing. Had the PCI on it, but a ground out. Uh,
No, he beat it. He beat it.
yeah, I know how risky that was to send him, but I mean, you don't take risks, you're not really winning a lot of games. All right, well, GG's to my opponent. It was a hard fought battle. I had my opportunities to be able to take the win, but I blew them. So that's on me. Wow, Jacob DeGrom. Nice. All right. I don't think I had any. Oh, yeah, I had the ball in his habit pack. Of course. Okay, we'll open that. And clearly there's nothing other than duplicate, which I already had. Let's check out that progress in the event. Need like 3 more hits, 7 more strikeouts. I'm very close on my parallel XP with the new thread, so that'll help with some with getting the parallel XP. But I need to get to Mr. Freddy Peralta there. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's going to do it for me. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you liked the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTV Next JGGen 24. It's my gamer tag that's on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start a stream. So I'm glad that we got the New Threads program done. I'm glad that we got the New Threads mini seasons done, although I still need to go get Brandon Nimmo. So I'll probably do that off stream, just add him so I can have another New Threads player in my arsenal. Tomorrow we'll just resume where I left off with the event program. I mean, I got to get to Freddy Peralta. So that will be for tomorrow. So I hope to see you all on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night.